Hello and good morning. Well, this is it. Today's the big day. It's Saturday the 6th. The time's 9:15 a.m. It's been 2 weeks since we took my mom to the airport and we let her go along with Smokey the turkey after I dropped her off. And today we're going to be doing the same. We're going to head to the airport at around 3 p.m. and the flight's at 7:30 and off we go. Hence I am out for one last bike ride and then off we go. It'll be an epic journey that will end back at our loft, which some changes have already been done, as I have talked about in the previous months. It was that lamp that I had received as a New Year's present from one of my aunts, and I had showed you the trick that there's no button to turn it on. You just press the top and it turns on like that. The electric power has almost run out on my bike, but still it's a wonderful day to take it out. I feel like it's a habit that I say this, but God's happy, the sky's happy, the sun's out. I'm not sure if I should call this a fortune or not, because we'll already be out of here. In the middle of next week, a heat wave will hit Southern California for the first time this year. Great Lord, look at my hair. I look like a freaking dodo after having took my helmet off from riding that bike. Well, what's important is that I flip the page to July for this calendar. It's a very interesting interior and exterior for the car for April. And now it's time to switch it to the Ford Mustang GTD. It's way too early, but I'll show you a picture of this powerful Mustang. It's 800 horsepower. Look at that. It's like somebody's driving the Mustang in a Formula One race. You can tell from the environment. According to Ford president and CEO Jim Farley, the Mustang GTD is expected to be launched in early 2025 in like 9 or 10 months. Right, now for one more round upstairs, I'm gonna take the tripod with me, and I really wanted to take the Nintendo Switch, but I tried turning it on and all of a sudden it gives me this. Like, I've actually had it charged for hours and hours. I don't know how it's giving me this. This must be a big of a glitch, as big of a tarantula spider of a glitch. Like, look at that. I turn on and you'll see this does this. Oh, that's a shame. Looks like I'm just gonna have to leave it on the counter for a few hours and hope it'll work before time comes. So earlier this week I have brought myself this set of Sharpie markers, which are much different, by the way, because whatever you color or whatever you write on this piece of paper, it doesn't bleed through the page at all. Yeah, so you'll see the difference. I'm going to use 2 red markers because red's my favorite color. I'm going to write Mr. Different. And I am going to write it with this. I am going to write Thunder Boy. Oh, there we go. Mr. Different and Thunder Boy. Well, I came up with Thunder Boy because that is another nickname that I have used in one of my Plushables episodes. It's the same one that I was in disguise as the angry gamer that I pretend to be sometimes in episode 14, Porco's Nightmare. And with Mamba, I used the term Thunder Boy to describe the angry gamer. And I'll show you the back. So you can see Mr. Different at the back of this paper here. It's the Sharpie Creative marker. So once you color with it, then it's going to remain kind of inky for a minute or two, and then it'll dry up eventually. Like I just use a different color to draw the number 4. Well, 31 is my favorite number. If you add the 2 digits up, that makes 4. And I'll show you a bit of an effect from it. Yeah, like if you press hard, then you get more ink. Okay. Wow, look at that. That's what you call a creative marker. I'm gonna charge my Nintendo Switch at one point, but first I'm gonna get that ink off my hands. And that's the effect of it being a creative marker. So like when you color it, then as I just said, it's like paint. It remains inky for at least 30 seconds, and then you press on it, then wow, it's like a color fingerprint. But when you try to rub it off, then it goes away right away. All right, let's see what's up on there. Tetris 99, Waluigi, and other featured news. Well, it's already been 30 minutes since I plugged this in. It is still at 3%. 1:33 now for one final lunch here, and then we head to the airport. And if you notice what's on this board over here, if you heard about it, the total solar eclipse, it's going to be this Monday. We've been doing Free Kings for 20 years. I mean, I'm 21 and I'm 22 in 15 days. This is kind of special. I mean, I'll be missing it, of course. Like, did you know that there's a total eclipse on Monday?
Was that?
The total eclipse, yeah. That would be sightseeing and surreal if I would have the chance to look at the total eclipse, because that's the topic that I have heard the second to the most in the last 3 weeks. And the situation, I just bought a bucket filled up with water, help these plants grow. It's a similar situation to what we have done in Turkey a few times. You see, but the hose and just help these plants grow. See, there's like a lid that you connect a tube under the soil, and that's what helps it grow. Anyway, so I'm gonna bring this other luggage downstairs. All right, I'll just around the house, and vehicle that'll take us to the airport. Time's 2:52.
I'm going to stay here a little more than a month.
Okay. All right. Oh, there we get out.
Leave again in 2 weeks.
Running. That's something that I see like 3 or 4 times
End of
every
June, I'll
week
be back.
in our neighborhood. Well,
Back meaning
see you at the end of July.
Quite. Interestingly, Netherlands is even about in front of you, about you. Everything you freaking use. I believe Windows mobile division sometime in 16 or 17, I'm not sure. Support for them. Now, that's funny. And again, my first negotiated and cut at least 25%. Man, her husband passed. She's a single mom with 4 girls. Because that's a niche market. Philip, you know better than I do. Yeah. It is not something that if we put a truck full of products in front of the door, nobody would even stay.
The airport.
I'm back on mid of May, 18, 19. Then I'm going to go back on the 9th, 10th of June. In between 2.5 weeks I'm here. I'm going to go and see not only about where the company is, but what is the real target
in the July. Oh, we're making new escalators here. It's amazing.
So
see that some there too. This one,
but now they are the leaders in the LG, Samsung, Hyundai, Kia, and so on and so on.
And another slingshot there. Okay, well, thank you. Hey, see ya. Enjoy. Alright, so those are the guys who just dropped us off less than a minute ago. We're keying through to the airport. Find their natural state of mind. Yeah, some commercials up there as Would spend some time in the lounge. There's some of the magazines, Born to be Hunted. Well, it's just this is a lion. Maybe better if it said Born to Hunt. Alright, so we're made out of the lounge. Now walking through some of these stores. Like they got some perfumes and snacks, some merchandise, and there's a vanilla bake shop over here. Recently opened. Now it's finally in service. Look at the creamy coffee that they got here. They got a caramel latte, a vanilla latte as well. You can also get croissant, you can get cupcakes, you can get macarons. So yeah, you can get anything in this bakery here. It is opened a short while ago now as we head to the gate. 6:45, we're still waiting at the gate, just about aboard. And coming into this gate, we have read a crazy story of something absolutely unimaginable, something that I would even jump from watching. But yeah, so it's at an airport in Salt Lake, Utah, and it ended just so gruesomely. So at the start, there's this 30-year-old dude that broke through the security door, and he was just running outside, you know, a little bit like someone running around here like a monkey. Then there would be like 3 or 4 security guards trying to chase him. And suppose that there's a plane over here on the left and the right side. You got the plane jet engine. So, you know, you have these jet engines turning like windmills. Let's just go back to the crazy guy. He's running outside of the terminal and he's just freaking wild. And the pilot was just moving the plane, not even knowing that idiot was just running around, and all of a sudden the plane engine had sucked the guy right in. His body got sliced in bits and pieces getting into that engine. Jesus, this is so freaking barbaric. It's a case that happened like 3 months ago. It's just dramatic. Just made meat out of himself, you know. Anyway guys, so now we're at the gate. Talk to him on the plane.
Serve as your first general boarding announcement. First general boarding announcement for reserved flight. To proceed to gate 133 for boarding as your aiming for an early departure.
Alright, well, after that gruesome story, I just got into the plane. I'm sitting at 47K, so close to the back. This time, there's this. Oh, okay, just a sec. See what? Whoa! I must have put a new game here. There's a lot of new games on this tablet here. Check this out. I remember playing Hue Drops. I remember playing that Match the Vehicles game, whatever that is. There's Solitaire as well, but look at that. There's Dwan's Magic Lab. There's Go Monkey Dynasty. There's a Sudoku. I think they've had Sudoku for a while, but check it out. They have Candy Storm. I remember there being another candy game on the plane. I remember that being Candy Sky, but they discontinued that. 2048 and Angry Birds and Monopoly. Oh, they have Angry Birds on the plane. All right, we got 5 worlds here in this game: North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, and Asia. So I'm gonna start off with North America. Man, this does kind of take me back to when I was a kid. There was that one day when I was in 3rd grade that's like we got in class, we were playing around just before it all started for the day, and like all of us were talking about Angry Birds. We were talking about the black one that would explode, and there's all that yellow one that was like a cone. I really like that Blackbird though. The Blackbird was actually my favorite because I thought it was the most powerful one. I thought it would create the most effects, like whether if it would break through ice, wood, or rock. I mean, it would be very, very strong with rock, and like with force. That's why I really like the Blackbird. All right, what is that?
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. Oh, all right. I'm gonna start Angry Birds. Wow, so you see the birds are just packing up their stuff. This is like any other Angry Birds episode, but again, the pigs are at it. It's a game that I loved so much when I was a kid. And in this level, you got 3 birds. Ah, there. I got them in one attempt. Okay, so
here's what I tried in my first attempt, and so my new high score, 43,310. Ah, there we go, 3 stars. That's perfect. Now up to the second level of the game. I tried this one, and this is not easy at all. There we go. So if you can see this, the blue bird, like the effect is it splits into 3, and this create a big effect when you strike it with glass. Okay, well, this Croft pig is almost dead. Oh my, oh dang it. Could have waited another second, but nevertheless, I'm just gonna pass this and move on to the third level, which we got 5 birds, all of them being yellow. I'm just gonna hit it through this. Oh, there we go. And with the second bird, I'm just gonna hit it through this selection of pigs here. Hopefully I can smash all of it. See how it moves. Oh. Yeah, I'm just playing Angry Birds, dude. Okay. This one decided to just hang up there. Well, coming at you like a roller coaster. Well, there we go. That's the level passed. And with a score of 84,350. Great, 3 stars. Now on to level 4. This time, got different birds here. You start with the yellow one first. Well, interestingly, like, whoa! My God, what a start to the level that is. And I'll tell you what, different from the Angry Birds games that we all know, this world has 6 levels. I think in a typical Angry Birds game, you would have one world be 10 levels. Okay, well, I'm on the last shot already now, so I just gotta break through this glass, and oh heck. Well, that was still worth it. Come and played some Angry Birds, a game that I used to play so much. In fact, lovingly as a child. Like, I remember there was that one day in 3rd grade when we went on the school trip, and on the return, we were all talking about Angry Birds on the bus. Like, some of us were debating which one's the angriest bird, and some of us were talking about which one's our favorite bird. Like, I really liked the black bird. Like, I thought it had a lot of strong effects, you know, like as soon as it hits rock or wood or glass, like a few seconds later it explodes. It creates so much strong effect. So that's why I really liked the black bird. You know what they call the bomb bird, obviously because it explodes. There's also that white bird that takes an egg out of his back. That's kind of funny as well. Oh yeah, that was totally worth it. Angry Birds World Tour. Alright guys, so it is already after sunset. Now the last bit of work has been done before we start moving and we take off. See, I was playing Angry Birds, and this British Airways airline has started to move as it just got out of the parking, and we're still next to this Spirit of Australia plane. See this Australian airline. You can tell from the kangaroo at the back. bit better than in my last attempt. Alright, just gonna get this river to cruise. And okay, this should be it. This should be simple from now. No. Okay. I'll just get stuck in there. Okay, now I know where to shoot you. Yes! Okay, yeah, that level was hard. That level was hard. I only got 1 star. Alright, I'm gonna go through level 5. Hopefully this won't be too difficult. Wow. 4 birds again. Oh! Oh, that was close. I was almost getting it done. Wow, again. Like, I couldn't even wait another sec. Alright, already on the 6th level now. Whoa, I really like the theme of that level. It's the airport. If you can tell why there's these clocks. Now, I just gotta shoot this red bird. Oh, there we go. I can just pass this. And let's see what am I gonna get. Oh, always close. Right, so that's the end of the first world. go. Well, that's kind of coincidental because we landed right at the same time as one other airline that's also a Turkish airline. So we landed on foot together. And about to see something surprising in a minute. Oh, there's this car that just rides around the airport. That's pretty funny. Well, anyway, so I haven't made it all the way here. It's been 5 minutes since I got off the plane after an epic flight. Man, this has been a very long day. The time is 8:08. And as I have captioned before the flight, usually the plane will start moving towards the end of the video where they talk about the procedures and the instructions in the plane. Well, after the video ended, it took 40 extra minutes, and it's a corrupt business, so you may have to expect the unexpected under some small circumstances, because that's what it is. Well, off we go. Check this out. I have a Popeyes restaurant at this airport. It would be wonderful to have some dinner here before leaving, but now we're about to get a taxi. Look at that. They also got the flower shop. Right here, there's a stack of flowers, some plush toys of different animals. You see the bear, the lion as well, and even the animals made out of balloon. Quite a number of new workplaces have opened at this airport in the last year, at the area that you walk towards the exit just after getting your luggages. Now, waiting for the taxi, and then off we go. With their nails done now. And look, just 3 minutes ago, I have made an entrance to my loft, and yeah, I'm back. I am back to my loft after a hell of a journey, a hell of a flight. Other than that Angry Birds World Tour game, I also played this new game which they have reinstalled, actually, because there's this tic-rac-toe game, a tic-tac-toe game where it's circles and crosses, but in that one there's a character, interestingly, like a donkey. His name is Tick, and then the other guy more like a wolf is Toe. I'm just making up these animals. But yeah, so here's the thing. You have to bring 4 circles of your color together in that game. The name of the game is tic-rac-toe. You can pick any of the 2 characters. The thing is, if you pick Tick, then you're gonna have to put 4 white circles in a pattern, whether if it's vertical or horizontal, or it can go diagonal as well. It can even go straight. And if you're Toe, then you get the yellow circles together. That's one game that used to be on the plain tablets several years ago, but then they have removed it from the screens. But recently they have reinstalled the game. And it's kind of a shame that they have removed Candy Sky. I mean, I really liked that game. Also, Hue Drops, that was kind of fascinating. Just a bit of detail about that tic-rac-toe game. It's not just one set of 4 circles of the same color. It's in fact 3 sets. So whoever gets 3 sets first, like it can be 1 diagonal, it can be 1 horizontal, it can be 1 vertical, but whoever gets 3 first wins the game. So that's apparently how it works. And yes, if you remember this light that I have received in January, well, according to a trick, so you press the button at the bottom and then you press the top and then it lights up like that. You can just change it between this sets of colors. I've already demonstrated this to you before. Anyway guys, so I would really like to show you how the new building is going, but it is dark, so early in the day tomorrow I'll show you the latest situation of what has been done on the construction of the next building. So I'm going to conclude this vlog. It's been a heck of a day. I really hope that you enjoyed this video so much. Please do show a like if you did so. I will see you guys in the video tomorrow. Right days.